The new Nissan Leaf has revitalized sales of the Japanese automaker's flagship electric car in several markets, including its own home market and in Europe, but it has yet to have a significant effect on US sales. Now Leaf sales in the US are just starting to slowly pick up. Nissan has already delivered tens of thousands of new Leafs in Japan and Europe since the launch last year, but barely a few thousand units have made their way to the US. During the Leaf's heyday in the US, which was in 2014, Nissan was delivering as many as 3,000 Leafs per month in the country. Sales have seen reduced to just over 1,000 units per month, and that crashed to just a few hundred units per month since the new Leaf has been unveiled. The Japanese automaker has since started producing the new generation Leaf in the US, and sales are slowly going back to normal levels. After 895 units in February and another 1,500 in March, Nissan announced today that 1,171 Leafs were delivered in the US last month. It's nothing too impressive, but it's still a 10% increase over the same period last year. While some EV buyers were disappointed by the new Leaf for not featuring enough upgrades, especially a lack of longer-range battery pack with active thermal management, Nissan did introduce several new upgrades without increasing the price of the vehicle. It positions the vehicle as significantly cheaper than the Tesla Model 3 and the Chevy Bolt EV. A leak earlier this year showed that Nissan is planning to add a new powertrain to the next-gen Leaf in the 2019 version, which should make the Leaf more competitive with those vehicles, but it is also expected to increase the price. The new version of the vehicle would feature a 60 kWh battery pack as expected, but also a new 160 kW electric motor and 11 to 22 kW onboard charger. The new battery pack would also be widely different from Nissan's previous battery pack technology. It is expected to be equipped with cells from LG instead of AESC, Nissan's own battery company, which they sold this summer, and a new thermal management system. Those changes are also expected to enable a higher DC fast charging rate of 100 kilowatts. We expect to hear more about the new version in the coming months.
This is a first for the remodeled compact 2018 Subaru Crosstrek crossover in the Russia Car of the Year Awards. It wins its first global nomination for being the best off-road vehicle in the compact SUV category, and the 2018 Subaru Forester is recognized as the most reliable car in 2018. These nominations are a big deal in Russia as they recognize the best cars in the annual national award, the Car of the Year, for the last 18 years. The voting is the largest in terms of the number of participants in any automotive competition in the world. First place is determined by readers of the Auto Year magazine and motorists. This year's voting took into account the opinion of 1,068,215 people from all over the country. The list of nominees included all models officially sold on the market. One of Subaru's core values that sets the Japanese automaker apart from the rest of the family vehicles is their go-anywhere attitude. The 2018 Subaru Crosstrek is a popular choice by the Russian people who like its all-wheel drive capabilities in the cold northern regions of the country. It grips the snow and ice and delivers the family safely to their destination. All Crosstrek models now come equipped with the X-Mode system that gives it improved off-road capabilities. It's been the Subaru Forester and also Outback wagon that's been the brand's most recognized vehicles in Russia. Subaru now has 9 awards in the last 18 years, but in the category compact SUVs, Crosstrek wins for the first time. The 2018 Subaru Crosstrek is the most popular choice for the first time by the Russian people who like its versatility and all-wheel drive capabilities in the cold northern regions of the country. It wins the Best Off-Road Compact SUV award for its all-terrain capabilities. Forester scores Most Reliable in the Russian voting. Crosstrek is becoming a popular all-wheel drive off-road crossover around the globe.
Pacific Gas and Electric Company, PG&E, recently announced that PG&E customers can save $3,000 on the purchase of a new 2018 Nissan Leaf electric vehicle, EV. This offer adds to existing state and federal discounts available to customers in California to help support the state's clean transportation goal of having 5 million zero-emission vehicles on the road by 2030. At any authorized Nissan dealership, interested customers can show a recent copy of their PG&E bill, a valid photo ID and the flyer with the fleet certification code found here. Family members are also eligible if they prove with a driver's license that they reside at the same address as the customer on the PG&E bill. The discount is taken off the manufacturer's suggested retail price for the purchase or finance of a 2018 Nissan Leaf EV and is available through July 2, 2018. Steve Malnight, PG&E Corporation's Senior Vice President of Strategy and Policy said, "Electric vehicles are a critical part of creating cleaner air and meeting California's climate goals. Making it easier for customers to adopt EVs helps drivers reduce their environmental impact while supporting our clean energy future, a win for both our customers and the state." In addition to the discount offered by Nissan, other available incentives could further reduce the cost of a Nissan Leaf EV by approximately 50%. PG&E recommends customers research other discounts and incentives, including 1. Federal tax credit. Customers could be eligible for up to $7,500 in federal tax credits. PG&E recommends customers review details closely and consult a tax accountant or certified public accountant for specific information. 2. California state rebate. Customers could be eligible for an additional $2,500 off the Nissan Leaf through the California state rebate administered by the California Air Resources Board. 3. PG&E's clean fuel rebate. PG&E residential, electric customers who are EV drivers can apply for the company's one-time $500 clean fuel rebate. The rebate is part of California's statewide low-carbon fuel standard initiative, which aims to reduce transportation-related greenhouse gas emissions by encouraging the adoption of clean fuels like electricity. 4. PG&E customers living in areas such as San Joaquin Valley could be eligible for additional EV discounts. Committed to increasing adoption of clean vehicles in the state, PG&E continues its efforts to make it easier for customers to make the switch to EVs. On PG&E's residential EV rate plans, customers pay the equivalent of $1.20 per gallon to charge their vehicle overnight. Customers can learn more about EVs by viewing PG&E's online resources and get help determining which rate plan makes sense for them. Recently, PG&E announced that its customers can save $10,000 on the purchase of a new 2017 or 2018 BMW i3 or i3 SEV through May 31, 2018. At any authorized BMW dealership, interested customers can show a recent copy of their PG&E bill and the filled-out BMW customer information form found here. Through its EV Charge Network program, PG&E aims to help accelerate the adoption of EVs in California by increasing access to charging. Partnering with business customers and EV charging companies, PG&E will install 7,500 EV chargers at condominiums, apartment buildings and workplaces across Northern and Central California, including at sites in disadvantaged communities. Note: while does not explain why PG&E favors the Leaf over other equally capable EVs, the idea is worth pursuing by other utilities as a great way to encourage power purchases. After a decade of efficiency efforts by other industries, the utility industry has struggled with about 1% annual growth. The EV industry seems like a great opportunity to boost that figure. Ideally, the power to recharge such EVs should come from the state's many wind farms,